Talks College Football. I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Missouri Tigers offense will get first crack at it today. We've had our eye on this guy for most of the season, and what a weapon he is. He is making a charge for the Heisman Trophy. And, David, I don't really think many would argue with it.
No, because it's been crazy. He's been the focal point of this offense, and he continues to deliver week after week. He's a superstar, putting up big numbers, carrying his team on his back. Jesse, that's a tough spot to do that for a whole year because of the physical pounding. It's been tremendous so far.
Yeah, can he keep it up is the question. And I think when I think back to the first half of this college football season, I think a lot of the most memorable moments and the best highlights have been this guy, right? He has shown up for his football team. He's done incredible things. Can he do that now in the second half of the season and make that Heisman push?
Will throw. Punch it out of the air. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver fighting back across the DB there to get to the inside, locate the ball, and catch the slant.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. The give. He's working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Tackled almost immediately there, well short of the first down.
Receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
Missouri comes to the line with another first down. The give to the back. Finding an escape route. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Quarterback making checks. Harris back to pass. Intercepted in the first drive into the pick. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Wide open downfield. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Got it behind the line. It's Murray. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
They get set for the point after. We have the first score of 7-0. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the run mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Harris will throw. Finds his man. It's Kendricks. Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives him some breathing room. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. They'll try it over the left side. Still on his feet at the 40. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Missouri has it ready to go with another 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. On the run, it's Luck. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country. And we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Pulls it in. It's Luck. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. Breaks into the open. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved the touchdown.
I love this play call. You want to get your playmakers the football in space. What a creative way. This little kind of push pass by the quarterback. Get into the receiver's hands quickly and let him go make yards.
Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll try to get it in with the run. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Hifton is coming out on the goal line. On 2nd and goal, he gets another chance. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point is good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, guys, it's a final now and one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. Oregon State put one in the win column in convincing fashion. The Beavs had zero issue moving the ball, and that defense held strong in key moments. Talk about a complete performance. We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game. But this type of win is a serious statement.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Grab behind the line. It's Cox.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long games. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
He'll do it himself. Turning it on. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And that is priority number one for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
I think to be a good 3rd down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these 3rd and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off to.
He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Perhaps. Down, saving tackle at the 17. The Rebels pounded the rock to move the sticks now back to work. It'll be a draw. Can't get him to the ground. And he's knocked down in the backfield, but man, how many tackles did he escape before he was finally brought down?
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball up.
He'll try the left side. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is the top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. To the air. It's Bond. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. They'll play it safe and try for 3. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. And it's right down the boulevard. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They go to the ground. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The play action fake. Using his feet to buy time. He's sacked. He'll lose a couple. When is he trying to get back to the line of scrimmage?
Strong safety blitzes can sometimes be hard to see coming from a quarterback standpoint because we're used to seeing the strong safeties insert themselves into the box, but you don't oftentimes see them blitz like that. That can be tricky to watch.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. He's loose. Touchdown Tigers! A great catch and run for 6.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem.
Missouri, 14, Ole Miss, 10.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Boys, he smashes his way through again. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they've got it 1st and 10 from the 28. No bullet on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Splits the uprights. Good. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Running back searching for a hole. Solid run. Picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Quickly to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down mark.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, the quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes in the 22.
You know, as an offense, that's why you just run the ball on 3rd and inches like that. Because even if you don't get it, you now set yourself up in 4th and inches and give another shot. And you try to get cute, you try to get fancy, you want to throw the ball on 3rd and inches, now you take a sack, and now you have to.
Didn't work himself. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Harris back to pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when the guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's fired. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
Stop me when you've heard this before. 1st down. 1st down. 1st down. Just continuing to put 1st downs together. So far, this defense, I just can't find any answers.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Trying to escape and get it himself. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
Runs through a tackle.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Missouri comes up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Missouri!
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, it's 21-13. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games,
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
and they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Grabbed in the middle. It's Estrada. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26. Looking to throw, it's Bond. Fires to the middle. Complete to the left. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Quickly complete. And he'll be brought down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Unloads to the wideout. Working on the right. He's down at... position to score. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Caught over the middle. It's Cox. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. They'll run the screen. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
The best best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a
Touchdown, Rebels! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that sparked this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement. And, yeah, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
A little surprising that they didn't go for 2. They're still down by a point. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Runs through the tackle. They'll immediately call timeout.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team. When you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles, it's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
Just a short pass to the tight end. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend it.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
Going over the top. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
He's not afraid to go deep. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today in Oxford. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's head back to the Grove and our fellas at Vaught Hemingway Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Missouri will put a foot to it to start us in the second half. On the move from inside is 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
And the Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Dropping back, it's Bond. Throws to the wideout. Finds his man, it's Murray. This senior shows some serious arm strength firing that. The first down. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. takes the handoff. It's Strada.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Third down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. Let's go! From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They were just trying to move. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Well, the offense is trying to go downfield and be aggressive. I think that receiver has got to do a better job fighting for the football. He just didn't really put in a great effort, and that's what helped the defender swat it away.
And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. And that might be the edge of his range, but he had just enough. And now they regain the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Looking for room. It's Luck. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Running it to the right. That'll be a gain of 5 out there at 27.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. They'll go to the toss. Spins away from the defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. Harris will throw. Finds a man on the left. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Tigers look to keep this drive humming. Looking downfield on first down. They've got the screen set up. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, no question where this quarterback is going to be trying to go with the football in this game. He's looking for his big play wide out, and the defense knows it. They had him double covered that time.
Fires to the wide out. Got it in the middle. It's Kendricks. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know,
Touchdown, Tiger! And that one will put him up here in the second half.
and he's in for his third rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Miami has the lead right now, but this Canes crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet there in the 305. They're up by a field goal over Clemson. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Well, look what's happening now. Old Uncle Mo has hit the transfer portal and is changing sidelines.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind.
He'll keep it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting downhill, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Balls and fired complete. There he goes. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one.
I gotta be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Dropping back, it's Bond. Unloads to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down. Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And a really nice job on the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
And that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Murray. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They'll run it on 3rd and goal. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be 4th down. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. And you'll have to be precise from the left hash in this short angle. Absolutely perfect. That slices the lead to 2.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Looking for a gap. It's locked. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the ground with the running back. Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. He's piled up 97 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Now on 1st down from the 30. The give to the tailback. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. That's the end of the quarter, and Missouri has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that's 2 really good plays in a row by this defense. So we've come up big and forced a 3rd down. One more big stop now. Put the football, give my offense a chance to go down the field and to score some points.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
Got a man. It's Kendricks. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Harris back to pass. Firing to the right, complete. To the 15. Got some room in it to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch. Does the rest, walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 9 here in the fourth.
That makes the score Missouri 35.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
Set to kick this one away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. And to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse, they'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more...
Turning it on! Good, solid pickup on that one. It out to the 40, and it's first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Motion from the wide receiver. Off play action on first down. Caught behind the line. It's the Strata. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. Working that left side. Here he goes. Touchdown, Ole Miss. He got a step just in the field.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point was good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Quarterback on the keeper. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. He'll ride his man on the option. Gives it on the option. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. High the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through.
All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks. It's 1st down.
Defensively, it's like which one of these guys are the most dangerous. Goodness gracious, you got so many guys that spread you out with speed and wide receivers that you think about taking away the passing game. And then what do? They put him in motion, and he goes across the formation really quickly. They give him the football, and he just so fast, chews up yardage. Defensively, there's so many things to be talking about, to be talking through, and then they do stuff like that. It's even more confusing.
The Tigers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They're going to ride this running back. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Missouri!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Now for the extra point try late in the game. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 9 here in the 4th. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Tulane has the lead right now, but they just haven't been able to separate themselves yet inside Yulman Stadium. They're up by a field goal over UConn. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Catch in the middle, it's Murray. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. Looking downfield, it's Bond. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Looking to fire. Zings it complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Looking down the middle. Got him downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Pastrana. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. To the air on first down. A shot toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're...
Oh, he's got some space. Continues to fight for yards. Touchdown, Tigers. He would not be denied. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stuff.
This time, he'll be stopped short of the goal line. So after scoring the touchdown, he tried to tack on the two-point conversion, but was denied.
33.